Mayfield Counseling Centers is a beacon of hope in our community.
Mayfield Counseling is that place that helps you be a better version of yourself.
It was frustrating to see Sarah finally at a point to want to work through some of her childhood trauma of leukemia and not find anybody right away. And so it kind of became, wouldn't you say, like became disheartening? Like almost like you gave up after a couple of weeks going, well, nobody's gonna call me back, what's the point? Kind of the philosophy is we'll always call somebody back, we'll always answer the phone or call somebody back quickly. And that's still very much of a pillar of ours. But that scheduling the same week or within 7 days, I think is a big deal because somebody in crisis, might talk themselves out of it, quickly. And so if we can say, oh, yes, thanks for calling in, and let me look at the calendar. Oh, I've got so-and-so available. Can I schedule you for an intake right now? You're like, oh, what?
Right.
And to be honest, that is, 5 years in, that's intention because, we are running out of space. We're getting full, and the desire to expand into a different neighborhood and a different part of the town is really important to us so that we can continue operating out of those two pillars.
And once you get to the point of actually making that phone call, there is a very tiny moment of bravery that you need to make that phone call. And if someone doesn't pick up, you don't hear an actual voice, not a voicemail, but an actual voice talking back to you, then that bravery that you had for that one moment is gone.
Yes. I think one of the biggest staples is, besides the kind of the collaborative team effort, is the fact that we have somebody that picked up the phone, and he's getting busy enough now where, he has to let things go to voicemail, which is hard for us, but he does a really good job of calling back in 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours at the most, but it's that live voice, and we've been told that over and over again. I think he's been told like once or twice, like, oh, wow, I'm talking to a real person. I didn't realize, I thought I was gonna get a voicemail. And I think that's indicative of why we're different.
Yeah. As we go into the next 5 years.
Oh gosh.
What do you hope the family that recently moved to Colorado Springs and doesn't have any support, and some tragedy happens and they're looking for counseling, and somebody says, check out Mayfield. They look at Mayfield. What do you hope they see? What do you hope they hear about Mayfield? What does Mayfield stand for that family?
Well, I think it says it in our logo. I think we want individuals that are, new to the area or that have, been in the area a long time, still looking for a place to find redemption, is this idea of clarity, hope, and purpose. And we talk about this quite a bit. Is that a lot of people in our community don't have clarity, especially when a tragedy happens. You have no clarity. No. You're sideswiped and you have no idea what's going on. And so we want our place to be a welcoming environment, a place of hospitality, that they can let their guard down in a lot of ways and find that clarity. And we find that when people find clarity, now they have hope. Things are starting to make sense. It might not be any easier, but now I've got an understanding around what's going on. And once I have that hope, then I can reestablish my purpose, find my purpose, and grow and be empowered to fulfill where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing. And so for those families that are, struggling, our desire is from the moment they visit our website to go, man, this is a different website. This has a different feel to it. And then they walk in and they go, oh, we have a couch instead of a chair. We have coffee and tea, and we've got music, and we want all of that to be a culmination of our heart for our community. And that letting people know that they're not alone, and they're not a number, they're a name, and we're going to remember that name, and it's gonna be a part of our story then after they start seeing us.
Yeah. As you reflect back on the past 5 years,
without twitching,
how hard has it been?
Without crying.
Growth is never easy.
Crying is a good thing.
Growth is never easy. But that doesn't mean it's not good. And the amount of personal growth that we as a couple have gone through, as individuals, you can't measure. but the amount of growth that our team has done, the people that we have, the number of people, but
Quality of people.
they are amazing people, and they all have their own unique gifts that they're willing to come and contribute to Mayfield, and they are what makes Mayfield Mayfield. That we can provide any number of different backgrounds for our clients. I just talked to someone the other day, and they said, we need this specifically. And I said, we can provide that. And they're like, well, what about this and what about this? And I said, all of those things are covered with the people that we have. The people that make up our team are what provides a growth of availability for our clients and safety, and I can relate to you. I can be in community, so to speak. That's the wrong way of saying it.
It is community. I think it's what community should be like, and we're modeling that to our clients.
Yeah. I have someone who's like me walking with me on my journey. They can validate who I am as a person, and they can be what I need in that moment. And I think that is the core of the growth that we've had at Mayfield, is because of our team members. With the team that we have now, we are able to meet the needs of the communities that we are in. And there are needs outside of the communities that we are in that need to be met. There's still numerous people who need to be in a safe place, who need to have those basic human needs of safety and of security met. And if we can be in that community and provide that for them, that is our ultimate goal, is to be there for the community.
There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, not just with us, but with our leadership team and Jana and Rita, and our staff. A lot of our staff have been here, either 5 years, 4 years, 3.5 years, and so they've been weathering changes, and the joke was, I think a couple of months ago, that the only thing we can, be sure of is that change is coming, and they joke about it, but they've caught the mission and the vision. And so to make it 5 years is not just a celebration of Sarah and I, it's a celebration of everyone. And in a business framework, people always say that if you make it 5 years, you can make it 20. And that's exciting.
Very exciting. A little scary, but
a little
exciting.
Scary. Exciting, yeah.